Kinokonsidera naman ngayon ng Pilipinas ang paglilipat sa mga OFW sa Taiwan sa mga bansang South Korea, Middle East at Malaysia. Ito ay kabilang umano sa mga hakbang ng ating bansa upang mapangalagaan ng mga Pilipino sa naturang bansa. Mula sa epekto ng naganap na insidente sa pagitan ng Philippine Coast Guard at Taiwanese fishermen sa karagatang sakop ng Batanes. Narito ang ulat ng ating kasamang si Rocky Ignacio.
May inilalatag ng kahandaan ng Pilipinas sa posibleng epekto sa mga OFW sa Taiwan. Sinabi ni Deputy Presidential Spokesperson Abigail Valte na may mga alternative market na tinitingnan ng Department of Labor and Employment kung saan mataas ang demand ng manufacturing sector. 72% kasi ng mga OFW sa Taiwan ay nagtatrabaho sa nasabing sektor. Kabilang sa mga ikinukonsidera ay mga bansang South Korea, Middle East at Malaysia.
If you recall, this is not the first time that we've dealt with this sort of sanction, and the Labor Department has been looking into alternative markets because if you look at the figures, 72% of our OFWs in Taiwan are employed in the manufacturing sector. So the way that the Labor Department looks at it by looking for other alternative markets would be to see which other markets also have a high number or high openings for manufacturing sector. I think this has been previously mentioned. That would be South Korea. Another alternative would be the Middle East. And also to some extent, Malaysia. So in light of what has the Labor Department has deemed it fit to look into other alternative markets that are capable of absorbing the number of OFWs who may wish to come back or who may have to leave their places of employment.
Tinututukan na rin ang pamahalaan ng mga report ng umano'y maltreatment sa mga Pilipino sa Taiwan. Ayon kay Valte, bagamat walang formal na reklamong natatanggap ang DOLE, sinusuri na rin ito mabuti. Pangunahin kasing prioridad ng pamahalaan ay tiyakin ang kapakanan ng may mahigit 80,000 Pilipino sa naturang bansa.
We've checked with the Department of Labor and Employment, and they say that they've not received any of these reports. However, we are aware of some reports that are coming out in media outlets of certain OFWs who are speaking on the condition of anonymity. We'd like to see also these accounts. But again, we reiterate that we hope that our citizens will not bear the brunt of the incident. They are there to work, and they are not there to make trouble. We appeal for that the appeal still goes out that our citizens will not be harmed.
Samantala, hindi na nagkomento ang palasyo sa iba pang naglulutangang opinyon sa usapin, kabilang na dito ang posibleng pagpapadala kay dating Pangulong Fidel Ramos bilang emisaryo. Ayon kay Valte, hindi na magkokomento ang palasyo upang maiwasan ang paglalapan ng usapin ng dalawang bansa.
A former chairman of the House Committee on Foreign Affairs,
Yes.
Mr. Losada, Apolinario Losada, he said that Taiwan is pushing the Philippines to violate the One China policy.
At this point, it will not be prudent for us to comment on that particular observation, given that first, we have appealed for calm, and second, that we do not wish for any other escalation of the situation.
Para sa Telebisyon ng Bayan, Rocky Ignacio.